Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 93 of my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play series. Today we're going to be spending all of our time out in the open world as we continue our explorations of ore. And last episode we did some story and we completed the Straits of Devastation, where we now have Malchor's Leap to begin adventuring, where we can come to Sentry Waypoint and we can go ahead and enter the second map of ore, and the second to last map in all of base vanilla Guild Wars 2, where we do have some more like vanilla content introduced after the original launch of the game and before the first expansion through 2 Living World seasons, but ore is really the ending of like the original content introduced to the game in the original 2012 release. And we have Malchor's Leap, a very cool loading screen art here. I love like this dude just holding up like a couple of weapons. Got Crusader Clean Blade right here.
Sacrifice nothing, you gain nothing.
Where she says, "Nothing warms my cockles like the sight of new troops coming through. If we're lucky, we'll get plenty of you lot across Malchor's Leap and into the Cursed Shore." What's going on there? We've got a tenuous foothold on the eastern front, but the main battle to the south at the gates of Ara could use a much bigger force than we have there now. You can never have too many troops. And we can go ahead and come down this way. We're right at the beginning of the map. We do have probably like the main outpost in the map, where there are a ton of different packed outposts all across the map. But this is the one that I always consider as like the main one, where we got Paga's waypoint right here at Paga's post, and Magister Paga right here, a member of the German Priory, who we can buy some items from with Karma. And there's also a trading post here, which is fun. And over here we do have a scout.
The entrance to Ara lies beyond these cliffs, in the Cursed Shore. We have to make sure that packed troops and supplies are able to travel unhindered through Malchor's Leap in that direction. We've identified 4 locations vital to keeping our lines open. Our objective, to keep these bases under pact control.
So a lot of different areas that we can explore, and let's just meander around and take in all of the sites. Where specifically, I believe there are only 2 jumping puzzles in this map and no mini dungeons. So one less piece of content compared to Straits of Devastation as far as like the jumping puzzles and mini dungeon stuff goes, which everyone knows I love content like that. And both of these jumping puzzles are definitely on the harder end. So let's go ahead and maybe just warm up a little bit by exploring the map, where both of those jumping puzzles are in the southeastern corner of the map. Got a ton of like risen farmers around here. Some risen bulls and risen chickens. So Malchor's Leap definitely feels a bit like farmland, kind of. You can enter this very cool building that we may or may not be returning to next episode at Kita Mance. I love the purple flames on like the torches there. Got all these pack camps all around here too. We saw like 4 specifically kind of labeled onto the map. 2 soldiers brawling right there. Probably some events going on. Orient history scrolls. You can read about the Third Guild War, which began in 1013 after Exodus in Ascalon and Crida. Records state that public opinion began to go against their leaders, believing the guilds to be stronger than their local governments. The nation of Or, however, believed itself favored of the gods. The Orients stayed neutral in the face of the larger war, but Ascalon and Crida brought their war to that nation. Or rose to defend itself, escalating the conflict and resulting in casualties that eclipsed those of the previous 2 guild wars combined. In time, the Char sought to take advantage of the infighting among the human nations and launched an assault of their own against their distracted foes. 57 years later, a tragic series of events and the unleashing of dark magic led to the war's end and the devastation of Or. The nation was lost to the sea, along with most of its populace. Let's just continue along the eastern edge of the map, where we got a waypoint here and a shadow of a dragon, where we have an incredibly interesting area over here that is very mysterious and is still kind of a mystery to this day, of the Pyrite Peninsula and a bunch of inquests that we are going to ignore. But we have this giant golden orb here, which has turned everything around here into pyrite, fool's gold at the wheeled wood. But this is such a cool looking object, and it's very interesting because we have a lot of story going on with the mysterious blue orb that the Crate were in possession of, presumably retrieved from like the unending ocean, where it has very powerful magical abilities in order to ward against like the powers of Zaitan. So it's very, very useful for the Pact. But we have this like mysterious gold orb that is just a very, very like powerful, like some sort of like magical artifact that is able to like transform its surroundings into pyrite, as we can see. And we got a hero challenge right here. Meadow Forest. The wheeled wood on the Pyrite Peninsula holds an ancient Orient mystery, an orb wielding great and unknown forces. It has gilded the forest around it and lends a burst of power to any who commune with it. So we can gain yet another hero point. And if I double check into here, I don't think... Oh, we can actually learn a new thing now. We can pick decimate defenses now. I think I'll just stick with what I currently have. But let's come down this way where we have a little inquest base in the waters here, which is always very interesting to see where the inquests like pop their bases up at. Upsilon test facility, but I think that's everything on the eastern edge. Oh, there's a vista right here. And then we have these objectives over here. So let's progress towards that next. And we have the 2 jumping puzzles, where I remember one of the jumping puzzles really, really well, but the other one is maybe my least favorite jumping puzzle in the entire game. And this is probably going to be a bit of a struggle to complete. So I might have to pull up the wiki for that one if I'm being completely honest. But there's also a mastery point in there for us to be able to obtain, which is going to be nice, where I actually don't have any masteries to really like put in right now. I guess I could put in these 2, but I'm currently training Pack Commander right now, and I should probably hold on to my points for that specifically. But here's this vista. A decently cool shot there. There's a big event going on over here. I also see a commander like way off in the distance doing what looks to be a meta event, and I'm just falling down here. We're on our raptors, so I guess that's fine for us. Kind of cheesy, but that's okay. I just love the vibes of like, we got like an Orient like village around here with some farmland, and then we see like all of like these shipwrecks and like all of the like sea life and whatnot, and then all of the undead. It just really personifies what ore is. And there's a lot going on right here. Let's just get to that point of interest and that waypoint, and maybe let's go across this bridge and kind of go into the next area where we have the Valley of Liss. Take a look at our map really quickly. Might go ahead, just turn back around up here, because we have all these areas around here. That's such a cool structure over there. But we'll explore this in just a moment. You have an Orient statue right here of Balthazar. So as we come into here, there's going to be some firestorms that might hit us. There's probably going to be some like blazes around here potentially. But it looks like a player cleared it out, which is convenient for us. I remember this hero challenge always being like a little bit harder to get, partially because of that. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Okay, we just had like one minor misstep there. But back this way, we got the Valley of Liss waypoint, which looks like it's maybe contested, so we cannot return here. And we have another bridge here. So we got this like river kind of separating like the eastern bit of Malchor Sleep with the western bit. But fortunately for us, there are 2 rivers around here. Got another statue right here, and this is a very popular statue because we have all of these cypress saplings here, which give us elder wood, which is very, very nice for some high level crafting. And you often see players come here to grab some elder wood because it's a convenient spot here at the statue of Malchor. But we just heard the voice of Malchor, a very, very, very cool ghost who does play a part of the meta event that is currently going on over there. Malchor, of course, is a human, an Orion, who is basically the only Orion or human in general at the time to have ever laid eyes upon the human gods. So he was able to basically like see what they look like, and because of that, he is a sculptor, and he sculpted all of the different statues that we see around, or specifically like the first ones, where basically our like perception of how the human gods look is because of him. But because he laid eyes upon the human gods, and specifically because he laid eyes upon Dwayna, their magnificence and her beauty specifically blinded him, so he carved all of the statues blind. And throughout that process, because he could never lay eyes upon Dwayna again because of him being blind, it drove him mad to the point where he actually took his own life by jumping off of the cliffs here north of the Temple of Dwayna, which is why this map is called Malchor's Leap, because this is where Malchor took his final leap. I think there's a point of interest right here, and then another one just north. Very interesting Orion names for like the towns around here. And up here, or is it down there potentially? It is down there, so let's jump down. Got a wreck of the Kashvian. I have no idea how you pronounce that. Let's go ahead and experience our first jumping puzzle, where there's some stuff up here actually. Really quickly, let's run up this way. We can drop back down towards the Pyrite Peninsula. We have the Crusted Shoals here, where there is a hero challenge and a point of interest. So good thing that I remember to come out this way. And we can, of course, continue that way. But I think that's, again, for a little bit from now. Shark's Tooth Isle and a Veteran Risen Preserver hanging out right here. Let's just throw down a couple of our wells. And then now that he's below 50%, actually we don't even have to use our special ability here, the Grave Digger. Got an old jar with an unidentified beverage. Let's... probably shouldn't do that, but we just drank that, and we became a little bit stronger because of it. Where I completed some objective in my Wizard's Vault. We dodged attacks, which is nice. Let's go ahead, come this way, where we kind of have the ocean going off in that direction, but we have this little river that we can swim up, and we can go ahead and find the first jumping puzzle and get attacked by a Risen Drake in the process. It just looks so cool when you look up an ore. So many like grand structures just looming down over you. As we come into this area right here, we see that tunnel that we can swim through, and then we have entered this chasm where there's some smuggler's loot, and we got Arcanist Sliz right there. We're just gonna swim down here, and then up right here, jump there, and let's talk to this Asuran, who says, "Humph, well, I guess my Antre of Adjournment couldn't remain a secret for long. My refuge of remoteness, my sanctuary of seclusion, maybe you'd prefer estuary of enigma or presidio of perplexity. Okay, so it's your hideout. What are you hiding from? Responsibility? Indeed not. My inventions have provided numerous contributions to our efforts, but sometimes you just need a little privacy. You're here too, after all. Whatever here is, can I ask you a few questions about this place? The true value of this location is its secrecy, but go ahead and ask." Where we could ask some questions, but I think let's go ahead and just investigate this area ourselves. Where this is indeed a jumping puzzle, and this is a bit of an awkward jumping puzzle. It's very, very unique because it's very kind of cramped in here, and a lot of people don't enjoy this jumping puzzle, and this is definitely like lower on my list of jumping puzzles that I enjoy. You can get a little loot there, and I never remember where we're supposed to go, if I'm being honest. It's not there. It's definitely not there. Okay, let's get back up here. Maybe it's this way. Let's see. Can we climb up here? Looks like this might be it. Over to there. Get some more loot. And then let's come down here. We gotta be careful of holes in the ground. I remember that. That goes back that way. I hear an anomaly around us. And then I think we can jump here. Looks like that's good. And then maybe here to be able to get up there. Nice. Up there. This is an awkward jump. And I think we can, nice, continue right up there. Okay, so far it's going decently well. Be careful of the holes. And then it looks like we might want to jump there next. Let's give ourselves some swiftness. Grab this. And then through this little hole, which is very fun. And then that's such an awkward jump there. Do we want to go across there or up this way? Okay, I think we wanted to come this way and then over to here. Jump there. We're getting just like some silk scraps and whatnot, but I think we're very close to the end. So make this jump. And then we got to be really careful here. This one always gets a lot of people, but we got to the achievement, which is really all I need. And we can go ahead and open this, where we see this like skeleton wearing a cowboy hat, hugging the chest, and then we open the chest and he like fell to the ground, which is kind of funny. But there's our achievement, and that is the first jumping puzzle complete, where the second one is much, much harder, and I always forget how to do it. And I also kind of forget the entrance, but I'm pretty sure it's actually right out this way, and we can go ahead and swim over here into a much larger area with kind of an interesting puzzle going on. See if I can actually find it. We do have this point of interest over here, which we can get no matter what. Bunch of risen. Love the waterfall. Hope Falls. And if we swim into the water here, there's a chest we could grab. Oh, this guy's going to be rude to us. Okay, I don't think this is the entrance, so I don't really remember where we need to go. It might be right here, so let's go. I don't want to Google anything just yet. I want to try to figure this out a little bit, because it's probably something that I should do at least once in my time playing Gears 2. And I probably figured it out sometime like 8 years ago, but I've just completely forgotten. Okay, I feel like it's right around here. If you drop... Did I drop down too far? I feel like it's like through one of those things. Maybe it's down here. Through here? No, I think I'm... Oh. Is it this? There's a risen spider in here, a couple of them, who just wants to stun me. How rude. I don't entirely remember this cave. Maybe this is something different. I thought we like drop into water, because I think like the entire bottom part is just completely water. This is a cool area, and I think this is it. Yeah, this is definitely it. So into here. Okay, the Spectre Guard wants to send me too. Let's get you. So we have made it, and let's try to kind of figure this out. So based on my memory, I think there's like a doorway up this way. Let's try to get up this way. And then I think throughout the jumping puzzle, where it's kind of just like an open-ended jumping puzzle, there are like 14 orbs or something, like that one right there, that I think we have to like activate. And we have to like activate all of them. I remember you like pick something up at some point. Maybe that's fake. Let's climb over here. And oh, that's okay. There we go. And we can see outside of the map right there. That's kind of funny. And then, oh, where do we go from here? Can I drop here? Oh, that's nothing there. Okay, well, we have this orb right here. Let's maybe try to get to this one. We can interact. We got an Orion energy source, which could be the key to something. So maybe we have to collect all of the energy sources and then deposit them up there. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. And I think there's like a bunch of like hidden caves down here as well. So I should try to be as exhaustive as possible. What's over here? Okay, here's a cave. Good thing I came back here. There must be one down here. I don't see one though. Can just swim all around this area. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing over there. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, we got another Orient energy source. So that's 2. So that must be like the only thing here, right? There wouldn't be 2 in like the same hidden cave. Okay. The number 14 is in my head. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but there might be like 14 orbs around here. Looks like there's a little something over here. I don't see any orbs there. Can we swim into this area? Nope. It looks like it might just be blocked off. There might not be anything over there. Okay. There must be more than one underwater, right? Here's another cave. And there's one. Okay, so there's a second one. So we have 3 energy sources now. I'm just assuming we have to collect them all. Okay. So maybe there's only 2 underwater. That seems kind of right. But we can appreciate how cool it looks under here. Like the pillars and whatnot. Okay, let's come back to the surface. And then how do we get back up into the jumping portion of the puzzle? Over this way. Okay. An Orient spectral guard. This looks like it would hold something. But maybe nothing? Okay. It's always good to check. Another one already spawned. How rude. You're just stunning me too. Okay. So here maybe? Yeah, this looks right. To get back into the jumping puzzle proper, reach up here and then over to the oh, I fell. Well, it is a jumping puzzle after all. Now that I think about it, I think there might be a mini dungeon in this map as well. I don't entirely remember. Oh, did we jump here? Oh, that's such an interesting jump. Okay. Oh, I was still in combat. That's so annoying. Okay, 3 times the charm. Okay, over to here. And then we got a big ramp up this way. And this is kind of like the area I was just at, I think. Up to here. Maybe it's over to there. Where would we go from here? Maybe I see this thing right here. I don't think we can make that jump. We can make that jump, okay. And then into here. Ooh, okay. Up to here. Okay, we're back to being pretty high up. Oh, I see one orb there. Maybe I feel like we can't jump there. Should I try it? Try it? Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Over here. I still have swiftness. Let's use that to our advantage. Okay, that did not take us where I wanted. Let's deal with you really quickly so I can get out of combat. I cancel that animation there, that's awkward. And just obliterate you. And then we cannot make this jump, can we? What about if we come up to here? I feel like we can make this like strafe jump here. Nope, we cannot, and I fell all the way back down. So as I've been struggling to navigate this entire area, I was curious and I looked up what specifically like our objective is here, where there are a total of 12 orbs, or maybe there's more than 12, but we need 12 orbs in order to open 3 chests at the end of the puzzle, and once we open all 3, we basically complete the puzzle. So our objective right now is to navigate all around this area in a pretty open-ended way and just find 12 orbs, and we need to collect these energy sources. So we are a quarter of the way done, where I have 3. Get up to here. So I've only seen like 4, I guess, so that's a little rough for us, I suppose. Let's jump over here. Oh no! I hit it and I entered combat. That's so unfortunate. As I have been exploring this place, I've definitely reaffirmed my opinion about this being one of my least favorite jumping puzzles in Guild Wars 2. But it's still like pretty decently interesting, and it's kind of fun in that one way. I finally made it here. I thought there was like an orb. Oh yeah, there's one right there, and we're gonna have to jump all the way back up here. Oh, okay, what's the best way down here? Do we need to like jump over and then there? Okay, can I like jump back over and get back up without going all the way back? If I go here, okay, there we go. I thought we'd have to go all the way back, but I think that's 4 energy sources now, so we need to find 8 more. Looks like this is taking us somewhere. Oh, I thought the water was going to slow us down for a second. There must be something up here. Let's continue up. It is nice to go up because then we can drop down, and that's a tad bit easier for finding things. Nothing up here. Oh, I almost fell. I feel like that would lead to somewhere. There must be a bunch of stuff up here. This is a very vertical jumping puzzle. Okay. There's like a ton of stuff this direction. I feel like I missed one back there. Oh. To here. Okay, there's an orb for us. Oh, there's another one right over there. Okay. So I see 2, but I need to get some more height first. Wow, it just goes up and up and up and up and up. Let's jump right there. I guess we can go for this orb right here first. Some tricky jumps. But there's 1, 5, okay. 7 more to go. 7 more to go. I think the best way is from this direction, where I think if you run around this side, it'll be easier to get. And I think that's the ending over there, the treasure chests. Okay. Let's jump here, and then up to here. Give ourselves some more swiftness. Okay. As long as there's no enemies around us. Oh, I see all the way over there is an orb. Okay. Back to here. I guess I kind of want to wait for swiftness. I'm being a little bit of a scaredy cat right now. If we fall, it's maybe potentially bad. To here. To here. Okay. And then I see just, oh, please, 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 please. Okay. I see just the one orb there. This is a really cool structure right there. Okay, there must be something back that way. Let's carefully go over here first. Onto the roof. I don't see anything down there. Let's jump here very carefully. And then there must be stuff back that way. Is that number 7? Yeah, so we're missing 5. There's an orichalcum vein right there. I feel like let's jump here first. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Let's give ourselves swiftness, and then here. And then can we make that jump, or is that going to kill us from fall damage? I feel like that's going to kill us. I think we want to come in from that direction. We jump along there. But maybe we can make it? I don't think we really lose progress until reset. So I don't want to be here for like 14 hours working on this, but let's just... Okay, that was like really sketchy, but we made it. Deal with the Spectral Guard really quickly. There's definitely more orbs up there. Let's explore this area first. Oh wait, this is the way we came in. I'm like, this is where we entered. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. This does give us a little bit of perspective though. So let's just jump up this way. Classic way. Look for any orbs that we missed here. And then I'm gonna guess we probably want to try to climb high up again. Too bad we can't collect energy sources from the same like source over and over. I'll just AFK at one. Get the 12 I need. Oh, the Spectre Guard really wants to fight me. Okay. Up to here, and then let's do this jump. It was really sketchy last time. There must be. I saw the area up this way, so let's come up here next. Oh, I almost fell. Okay. So there's like over this direction. Does this take us anywhere? This does not take us anywhere. Okay. Well, I think I can maybe drop down this way. Oh, that was not good for us. Okay. I think I messed up. I think I'm gonna have to come all the way back. Oh no. Yeah. Let's just go back up. Okay, I decided to browse the orb locations, and I still am. I saw there's one underwater, so I'm just going to meander around up here, and then when we fall again, I'll go ahead and try to find that one specifically. And I'll just continue through the list, where the one that I'm pretty sure I don't have is orb number 4. So I've gotten the first 3, plus some of the ones after, so that's good for us, I suppose. I feel like there must be some stuff this direction. This is where we came in, right? So I guess let's go up and up and up. There might be some more verticality to what I explored already. Oh, I just like see so many. Oh, don't die. Okay, well, let's go for that orb. Oh wait, I think I actually got orb number 4 according to the wiki. Oh yeah, I think it's pointing me, yeah, into this room. Okay, I got that one. So I guess orb number 5. Okay, orb number 5 is an absolute disaster of an orb to get to, and I'm pretty sure I don't have this. So let's try to figure this out. Okay, so it looks like there might actually be something up here that I missed. If I can make the jump up. So, okay. So I got to this point. Let's go ahead. Explore here. Is this it? Is there, oh, there's stuff up here. Okay. And then, oh, we can just come up this way? Okay, up to here. And then it looks like there's something this direction. Okay. Carefully. Oh, there's an orb right there for us. Okay. So we are now 2/3 complete. Very nice. Oh, I see an orb up there actually. So let's go ahead and change course for a second. Let's come up this way because I just stumbled upon it. If I can we jump here? Maybe not. Maybe yes? No. Okay. How do we get up there? It must be right here. This is, what is this, definition of insanity? And it worked out this time, so, oh, it did not work out this time. And insane, not insane, okay. And then, how do we get up there? How do we get up there? Do we have to, like, climb super high up? Oh, there's one right there, too. Oh, wait, there's one right there? So there's 3 out of the 4 that I need. That I see. I just need to find the 4th one, I guess. Let's jump here. Let's grab that. There's one. Okay, I feel like I'm missing one this way. I just drop back down. I feel like there's one like right here or something. Oh, this is such an easy way to climb up right here. I didn't have to make that jump over there. But I feel like I'm looking at like one of the orbs and it seems like it's like right here or something. What am I missing? Okay, I think it's through here. Let's jump here. And then Oh, am I looking at this one? I already got this one. That must be the one I'm looking at. Okay, so I see the two over here. Let's try to get up this way. I feel like we have to start from this direction. Looks very spooky down there. And maybe this is not where we need to start, actually. I don't think I can make that jump. I'm still perplexed about how we get over there. Okay, can I jump back this way, maybe? And am I dead? I'm dead. Of course I am. Now that I've practiced this a little bit, it's actually not too bad to get up here. But I still need to find all the different orbs. I could try to make this weird jump again, or I could just go the normal way, I suppose. But up there, okay, well, that's how the professionals do it. There's just so many random holes like that one right there. Okay, this one, I don't know. This one over here, I might have to drop this way. And then if we loop around here, it looks like, yeah, we can jump here. And then maybe we can jump to the other orb from here. Let's grab that. Okay, up. And here's this orb. Okay, so there's a spectral guard here that we have to deal with. Very stressful. I hope we don't get, like, thrown off. I feel like, is there another one, like, up there or something? Okay, I think if we jumped here, we can climb up there. So, leap of faith. Up to here. If I double check, yeah, I have 10, so this is going to be 11. So I need one more after this. So I'm missing one somewhere. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm missing one on the entire opposite side of the chasm, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and jump to there. And I think there is a little area in that tower that I was thinking about there maybe being an area inside of. So I guess I should have checked more closely. But over this way, looks like if you drop down to here. Oh, I think I'm in the completely wrong location, and I think I might have just been able to drop down to it. Fantastic. Maybe we can jump to here. I think we need to get back this way. Big jump, big jump, big jump. Okay. We are... I was going to say gamers, but that's like really cringe to say, I guess, so I'm not going to say it. So, is it back this way? Let me check. Okay, I think we want to drop here, and then up to here, and then up this way. And then... where's the finger? Is it up this way? Oh, right here, okay. Then up here. I'm really lost. I'm just gonna say that. I'm actually super lost right now. Oh, is this like at the end? I think it might be. Oh, I'm really struggling and I have no idea why. I think it's this way. Okay. Except where is it actually? Okay, I see on the wiki it's telling you to go this way. Oh wait, is it that? Is it right there? Okay, it looks like it's that, but it seems like there's like some sort of complicated way to get over there. Can I just not... Can I just jump like that? Okay, I don't know what that complicated way was. But... oh, am I going to die one last time? Okay, can I actually just jump here, please? Let's wait for swiftness. Okay, over... no, please, 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 please. I'm going to spend such a long time trying to get that. Okay. Oh, there's one there. I got that one already. because we are at 12 now, I think. And the best way to get up out of here is maybe down to here again. Okay, I know where we are now. Let's just climb up this way. Oh, this has been a long journey just for this one little jumping puzzle. Okay, here to here to here, and I think we're almost at the end. Okay, so we have these 3 Orient treasure chests, and we have one that requires 2, one that requires 4, and then one that requires 6 of the energy sources. And I think we need to go 2, 4, 6, and we put 1 in at a time. We got some loot from that. Okay, 4 orbs into here. There we go. We have 6 left. Let's hope for the best. Scavenger's Chasm complete. 10 achievement points. What a journey to just complete these 2 jumping puzzles. So many like sound effects right now. But what a crazy jumping puzzle. That was actually kind of fun figuring that out and following the wiki a tiny bit. But definitely one of the less popular jumping puzzles in the game. But I think that's everything we have for there. And if we jump up this way, there is a mastery point we can get. And I think this is the last mastery in sight in Corteria, which is kind of exciting actually. I can see it right there. Scavenger's Chasm mastery in sight. And I don't think we had to complete the jumping puzzle to get this, but it makes sense to get this at the very end here. So we come into such a cool little area. Let's commune with this place of power. And we got this and 1 achievement point. And that is indeed the last Corteria mastery in sight. There were 9 of them. So we have yet another mastery point for us, where I need 13 mastery points actually to finish this track, where I could put some into there, but maybe I'll save those points for now. And we can't drop down this way, where we have explored so little but so much, and I've been playing for over an hour now. But let's go ahead, return to the waypoint, and I think next episode we can go ahead and continue with some story and then also do some map completion along the way, where I was really interested in completing these 2 jumping puzzles, and it definitely took quite a long time. But I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in the Road to Tyria. Goodbye.